I started with FCT back in the early 90s when my daughter and I, who was about a second or third grader at that time, went to an FCT play. And she said, "Hey Mom, we could do this." And so we got into a play. I like to tell people that my roles at FCT have been on the stage. I've been on in a few productions. In front of the stage, I've directed. Behind the stage, because I've done set design, set building, costuming, stage crew, things like that. I have been under the stage. The Flag Theater has have some pop-up doors underneath, and I've been in plays where I've had to come up from under the stage, and I have been over the stage. In Wizard of Oz, I rode a bicycle over the stage. So those have been all my roles. Plus, for about the last, I think it's 15, 20 years, I've been on the board of directors. I think my favorite part of FCT is whatever I'm doing right now. Whether it's if I'm directing, if I'm doing costumes, if I'm in a play, that's what I like doing right then and there. And working with kids, especially working with the kids. My experience with FCT has shown me that there are a lot of good people out there with lots of good desires to work with people and to better our community. FCT stands for Family Community Theater. And our mission is to improve people's lives through theatrical productions and education. So we on plays, musicals, and we have an arm that deals with education, whether it's of all ages, whether it's kids or adults. Every time I am involved with anything that has young kids, younger, 8, 10-year-olds. I get all excited all over again because I realize that they are the future. And then I work with the teenagers and realize that they are a closer future as long as they can stay involved. And then adults, it's exciting with adults to see that maybe they had been involved in theater in high school or college, and here they are. Maybe they raised their families, and here they are starting all over again and getting back to what they enjoyed doing back then. So the future is endless from little on up. Theater is always changing. It's good to see new things that come out. So, seeing what's out there in the future as far as what's available, what plays and things are available to put on, but also some tried and true, some older productions that I can, that I look forward to sharing with young people, especially the historical things that we do, to have young people say, "I didn't know that happened," or "Who is he?" or "Who is she?" So those kind of things are exciting too. And then COVID strikes. The last production that we did was last February down at Memorial Hall. And from there, we had to cancel all of the shows for our last season. We did this out of safety concerns for our actors, directors, but also for the public. We had scheduled our annual Enchanted Forest that we do out at Dillon Nature Center in April. We canceled that. We canceled the Children's Academy that we do in the summertime. Then in September, we were able to do production with the young children. We could say usually from 6 to 12. And we had a member of the community that wrote a play that was designed to be done on Zoom. So we did all the rehearsals on Zoom. We had 12 or 13 young people involved, and we did all of our rehearsals on Zoom. We did our dress rehearsal on Zoom, and then we did do a performance outside at Dillon Nature Center in September. In preparation, we did do some of our rehearsals outside. All the young people wore masks, had microphones inside the masks and everything, so it worked very well and was very safe. Another thing that we did was the Hutchinson Rec Commission did do their summer camp, Play in the Park, they called it. And so we did 3 different occasions, went down and did theater activities with the kids, and did each week then did a short play with the kids. In December, we also did a video Christmas card where the board of directors got one at a time, came in and filmed a part of the reading of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And I think the community really appreciated that. Our goal was to remind the community that we are still here. It's very difficult. It's going to be very difficult when we start everything all up again if they don't think that we have been busy the whole time, which we have. We're hoping that especially if we can do Murder on the Orient Express, then we do have the shows lined up for our next season. That I'm going to have to refer to here. July. June would be Murder on the Orient Express. July would be Frozen Junior. And we think that's going to be very, very popular. For that, we'll use our teenagers and a little bit younger for that. September, Arsenic and Old Lace. And that one's going to be particularly fun for me because I was in that at one time. It is not a musical, and since I don't sing, I'm pretty excited about auditioning for Arsenic and Old Lace. Then in October, we always have our Spook Walk out at Dillon Nature Center, and again, that was canceled last year. So we're looking forward to Spook Walk out at Dillon Nature Center again. Christmas show that we had scheduled last year was the Greatest Christmas Pageant Ever, and we're hoping to be able to, it's a musical, and we're hoping to be able to do that it's at the end of November and the first part of December. The musical at Memorial Hall this year will be Matilda. It has a relatively small cast compared to what we usually do at Memorial Hall, but we thought this being the first time back that maybe we'd ease into it as far as a lot of people not having a lot of people in dressing rooms and things like that. And then in April, we're pretty excited about April because a local person, an author, a local person, has written a play called Ad Asper, and it is in conjunction, she wrote it with the help of the Cosmosphere. And so it's about the history of some of the astronauts, and so we're really excited about that. And then in the final show is going to be We Will Remember, and it's a tribute to veterans. So we have some we have some opportunities, and I think that's probably when I think about FCT, I like to think about the opportunities that we give to all ages and to different groups, whether it's experienced or not experienced. Not everybody is interested in the same thing, and same way with material. So when we choose our shows, we try to have a big variety. We know that the public and the young people like Disney, so we try to get, stick some Disney in there. They are very expensive to do, whether it's whether we do it here at the theater or at Memorial Hall. Musicals tend to be it costs more anyway. We like to have musicals and plays because not everybody is a singer. So we like to give that kind of opportunity as well. We don't have we find that multi-generational work best. If we can have shows that have older people, whether it's older teens or adults, and younger people as well, that they can learn a lot from each other. We've had in the past, well, last year we didn't, previously, had classes that any age could take, dancing, singing, and acting. Classes for a whole week. They could come and take a class, and that was for all ages. So we had that. We've also, and we're hoping to bring back a couple of things that were very popular, and that was the 24-hour musical, where musicals are actually written and put on, small ones, here at the theater in 24 hours. So it's a crash situation. And then the other one is Smash Theater, where we had, again, just local people, anybody that wanted to write a 10-minute play. There were some restrictions. You couldn't have more than, I think it was 4 actors, and it had to be about 10 minutes or less. Something like that. We're hoping to bring that back. And again, appealing to, somebody that wanted to write but didn't want to act has an opportunity to do that. If they wanted to direct, they were able to, give us their name and say, I would like to direct a little play. So a writer would have that option to employ that director. So all of the various opportunities. We're hoping to add a little bit more to our technical side, offering more opportunities for people that would like to learn about lighting and set design and costuming and sound, running a sound board and things like that. So we're hoping to add more to that as well. So it's been wonderful working with community partners. We've worked with Dillon Nature Center. We've got a project that we're working on right now with the Senior Center down at Elmdale, and various, community entities, working with them. So that's been very good too. Being part of a community and giving back to the community. Glad for the opportunity to share with you about this, and having known the interviewer for a lot of years, that he's expanding into sharing with others.